In this video, I'll discuss about the date object in JavaScript. Date object is a built-in data type, and this data object can be created using 4 ways. That is, using in all the 4 ways, uh, the creation of date object is done using new date constructor. First one is new date constructor, and in the second one we use new date. Within brackets specify the 7 parameters, which are year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds and milliseconds. In the third method, new date, within brackets give the milliseconds. And the fourth way of creating a date object is new date, within brackets give the date string, that is give date within double quotes. We'll see each of them in detail. First one is simply using the date constructor. That will create a new date object with the current date and time. As you can see in the example, where d is equal to new date of. When I print d, you can see the current in the output section. You can see the current date and time displayed. It displays date along with the weekday as well as the hours, seconds, minutes, and it specifies which is the standard used, that is the time zone, GMT plus 5:30, that is GMT is Greenwich Mean Time, and Indian Standard Time is 5.5 hours ahead of GMT, and that is why it has been displayed as GMT plus 5:30. Next, date, that is date object creation using 7 parameters, and here it creates a new date object with a specified date and time. You can specify here within brackets the year, month and other details. If there are 7 parameters used, it specifies all this particular details, that is year, month, day, hour, minute, second and millisecond. If it is 6 parameters, it specifies only year, month, day, hour, minute and second. If it is 5, it specifies year, month, day, hour and minute. 4 parameters means it means year, month, day and hour. 3 means year, month and day. And if there are only 2 parameters, it specifies the year and month. And you cannot omit month, since in this case, if only one parameter is there in this new date, then it will be treated as a millisecond. It will not be treated as year, it will be treated as milliseconds. You see example for this. Uh, in this example, I have used all the 7 parameters in the first one. In the second D, I have created the date using 6 parameters, and then 5 parameters, 4 parameters, 3 parameters and 2 parameters. And you can see the output displayed for each set of parameters, and you can note the difference in the timing. Okay, and there are 3 parameters, no time details are provided, so it does not specify any time in it. All zeros are displayed for hours, seconds and minutes. Next, creation of date object is done using date string. It creates a new date object from a date string, and this date string is given within quotes. Here you can see in the example, d is equal to new date, within brackets, within double quotes, you specify the date. You can give date in any format. Here I have given 20 August and 2018, and hours and minutes have been given, and for which it displays the date as you can see in the output. The full date and time is displayed as given in the new date constructor. And And the next one is using creating date object using date within brackets give the milliseconds. Here in JavaScript, the dates are stored as number of milliseconds since January 1st, 1970. Okay, that is UTC, which is Universal Time Coordinated. Here, this uh, time, that is January 1, 1917 is considered here as the zero time. Okay, and with this zero time it will be adding the given milliseconds. For example, here I have created the object D using new date within brackets 86450. This represents milliseconds for 24 hours. Okay, and so this milliseconds will be added to the zero time, which is January 1st, 1970. So when to this particular date it adds 24 hours, it becomes uh, Friday, January 2, 1970, 5:30 hours. Hope that is clear. These are the four ways in which you can create date object. Next, we'll see the methods of date, which is the first date methods we are going to see is about the get date objects. Uh, these are the methods that can be used for getting information from a date object. And these are the various methods available in this get date object methods. That is get full year, which will get the year as a 4-digit number. Get month will get the month from the given date, and get date will get the day, that is 1 to 31 in the given date. Get hours will get the hour in the given date and time. Minutes also same, it will get the minutes. Get seconds will get the seconds, and get milliseconds will get the millisecond. Get time will get the time, that is it will be displayed in milliseconds since the milliseconds is calculated, that is as I said before, January 1, 1917 is considered as the zero time. Okay, whatever date you give, the milliseconds will be calculated since this zero time. Okay, get day will display the will get the weekday as a number 0 to 6. 0 represents here Sunday, and 6 represents here Saturday, and this will display the weekday of the given date. Next method is date dot now, which will return the number of milliseconds elapsed since January 1st, 1970. The output of date dot now is same as get time. Okay, both will give the same result. We'll see example for this. In this example, I have used all the methods, that is get methods of date. Get full year, get month, get date, get time, get hours, get minutes, get seconds, get day, and date dot now also. For this, all these methods are used on the current date object. That is, the first line you can see D has been assigned new date of. Since no parameters are given here, it will be assigning to D the current date and time. So this method will the methods get full year to get day will display the specific details or specific component of this current date and time. As you can see here, this displays current year as 2020, month as 7 here. Month starts from 0 to 11. 0 is January and 11 is December. So month 7 here means August. Date 19 and the time here is get time returns the number of milliseconds since 1970 January 1. Okay, and the hours you can see it is 21 hours, and uh, minutes as 10, seconds 30. Weekday is 19th August is a uh, Wednesday, that is represented using 3. And now also displays the same output as get time off. You can see both has the same results, that is the number of milliseconds since the zero time. Next is set date methods. This is for setting a part of a date. You can change the in the given date a particular component, for example, first one is set date. Will set the day as a number, that is 1 to 31. Set full year, set the full year. You can also optionally give month and day in this full year. Set hours will set the hours from 0 to 23, milliseconds 0 to 999. Minutes will set the minutes 0 to 59. Set month will set the month from 0 to 11, as I said before. 0 here stands for January, and 11 represents December. Set seconds is from 0 to 59. Set time will set the time, that is the number of milliseconds since January 1, 1970. We'll see the examples for this. The current date, that is D is a date object which has been assigned the date 2018 year. The year is given as 2018 and the month is 7, which means it is August, and 18 here is the date. So the current date and time is displayed as you can see in the first line of the output, and then later in the code I set the month as 11. 11 represents December, and year is set as 2019 and date has been set as 12. So I am going to change the date that was displayed earlier, and set hours is set as 14. And after setting all this details, when you display the details, you can see in the output second line it displays the details according to the details set in the set data using set date methods. Okay. Next is UTC date methods. These are similar to that of get methods. The only difference is the UTC time is displayed here. Date and time is displayed. UTC here specifies universal time zone dates. That is the GMT time. Time and date will be displayed. So that is get UTC date, same as get date of method, and UTC day is similar to that of get day. UTC full year is same as that of get full year, but returns the UTC year, which will be same as the year that is when you use get full year. Get UTC hours will get hours. It returns the UTC hour. Mm, that is great. This is UTC also means GMT. So what it displays is the GMT time actually. And get UTC minutes is same as get minutes. Get UTC month is same as get month. Get UTC second is same as get seconds. And next methods that are used on date object is, one is toLocalDateString method. It converts the date, only the date of a date object into a readable string using local conventions. In the example, D represents here the current date and the time, where uh, from this current date and time I am going to use only the date. So that is done using d dot to local date string of. So you can see in the output it extracts only the date portion of the current date and time, which is represented by d. Okay, it extracts only the date and time, and that will be displayed in this format using slash format. It is not a uh, full date is not displayed. As we saw in the previous examples, it displayed the month as August. If it is August, it specifies it as AUG. uh, then a weekday was displayed in those examples. In this example, you can see it displays the day, that is weekday, Saturday, August 18, like that. But in this case, when two local date string is used, it exactly displays the date in the format which we use. That is, this works based on the local conventions, that is, according to which our computer clock has been, or date format has been set. The date format set in our computers, in Indian computers, it will be EN IN. Okay, that is Indian English format, a date format. Okay, if we use EN US, it will be displaying the date in the uh, month, day, year format. Okay. Next is to local time string. It returns the time portion of a date object as a string using again local conventions. Here it displays only the time. In the previous one, it displayed only the current date, whereas in this, it displays only the current time. Next method is to local string, where we have two parameters as optional parameters. This to local string will convert a date object to a string. That is, it fully converts the date and time to a string here. And the default language depends on the local setup on your computer. And the locals parameter is an array of local strings that contain one or more language or local tags. It is an optional parameter, and example, it displays en US. Okay, that is US English. This is ENGB is British English. ENIN is Indian English, and TAIN is um, Tamil Indian, and HI is Hindi. Here, these three are the only local uh, languages that are given in this locals, that can be given using this locals parameter. Okay, there are various other local languages available. um, okay, next is about the options parameter. It is optional. As in the case of locals, this is also a optional parameter, and this can be used to set some properties. For example, these are only some of them. I have included only few of them. Date style is one such option, which is followed by the property. Date style is followed by a colon, and within single quotes you give the uh, value. There are various legal values like a full, long, short, etc. Um, you can use any of the values in which you want to display the date style as. And hour 12 here can have two values, true or false. If it is true, it will display the 12-hour format for time. If it is false, it will display the 24-hour format. And the other one is weekday. Weekday, if it is set as long, it will display the weekday as, if it is Thursday, it will display the word exactly, that is Thursday. Otherwise, if it is given as short, it will display only THU for Thursday. Okay, in this example, I have used hour 12 as false, and so the time displayed is in 24-hour format, and the language used here is ENGB, which is British English. And so according to this language, it displays the date format. Okay, that's all about the date object and its methods. Thank you.